Today you'll experience the life simulation of a 10-year seafood stall owner. At 3 a.m. you hit the wholesale docks, where the price is 10 times lower than retail. A sea base that sells for 80 yuan cost you just 8. You're 35, running a 4-meter stall in a wet market in a southern coastal city. You're up before dawn and in bed past midnight. And with a set of playbooks outsiders never see, you've grown this stall from 30,000 a month to 250,000. The stall wasn't originally yours. Your father ran it for 20 years. 10 years ago, the day he called you back to take over, he told you one thing. This trade looks dirty, exhausting, and unglamorous, but it makes money faster than 90% of white-collar jobs. You were 25, freshly laid off from an internet company, with just 3,000 yuan in your pocket. Half believing him, you pulled on that rubber apron and followed him to the docks for the first time. At 2:30 a.m., your father shook you awake. Remember, he said, whoever hits the docks between 3 and 4 a.m. gets the first pull catch. Anyone who shows up after 4 scrapes the leftovers. The price gap between first pull and second pull can be 30 to 50%. This is the seafood trade's first rule. You sleep later than anyone else and wake earlier than anyone else. And the money you earn is the money nobody else can see. Your first time at the docks, the scene floored you. Hundreds of stall owners packed under an open-air tarp, water soaking your shoes, the air thick with fish stench and the crack of breaking ice. Boats had just pulled in, crates tumbling down one after another, groupers, bass, shrimp all leaping alive. Your father pointed to the crates at the edge. These just came out of the nets, still warm with seawater. These, you pay more for, and they're worth it. Wholesalers quote 3 prices: regular customer price, courtesy price, and kill you price. Your first time, your father walked you around, introducing you one by one. The bosses nodded through cigarette smoke and quoted regular customer prices. Had you gone alone, with no introduction, they'd have hit you with kill you pricing, 40% above the regular rate. The rule of this trade: a man's face is worth more than his scale. There are 3 bargaining moves. Your father took 6 months to teach them. Move 1. Ask how sales are moving today. If they say slow, the price softens. If they say fast, forget about a deal. Move 2. Point out a defect in the fish, even a fake one, eyes not bright enough, or scales missing, and they have to concede 5 points. Move 3. Take 3 or more varieties at once. They want volume, and you can squeeze another 3 to 8 points. What to buy and what not to buy is its own craft. Your father taught you, live fish first. Live fish look good and customers pay 50% more. Only stock chilled fish in the varieties your regulars ask for. Anything unsold by day's end is a loss. Deep sea fish cost more, but keep better. Freshwater fish are cheap, but die fast. Your first month, you stocked 200 caddies of freshwater fish. Half died. You ate a 6,000 yuan loss. Second month, you got smart. 30 caddies max, all cleared by close. Even the drive from dock to stall has its rules. Ice to water ratio must be 3 to 1. Too much ice and fish stiffen, customers think they're dead. Too little, and they belly up on the spot. In summer, you hang 2 big ice blocks in the van and keep speed under 40 kilometers per hour. One hard break and the whole load slams together. Next day, scales gone, appearance destroyed. Your first year, transit loss alone cost you over 40,000. Back at the stall, displaying fish is a visual art. Live ones go front and center, water pumps crank to max so they look lively. Chilled fish in the second row, heads out, gills pried open to show the red side. Dead fish never go on display, but that doesn't mean they won't sell. That's a later move. Display lighting is warm yellow. Under cold light, fish look green and nobody buys. How do you move dead fish? That's the trade's unspoken secret. Fish that died fresh, same day, still have bright eyes and red gills, and customers can't tell. You fillet them, cube them, turn them into fish balls, or dress them up as just killed and packed, mixing them in with the live ones for customers who don't know better. A fish that was headed for the trash still fetches 60% of full price. Every stall owner knows this move. None of them say it out loud. There are three kinds of customers. Type 1 glances and keeps walking. Ignore them. Type 2 stops, scans the price, eyes hesitating. That's when you say, "Just came in this morning. Wanna look, miss?" Type 3 picks up a fish and asks the price, a certain buyer. Quote 15% above market, because she's already committed. 10 years in, you spot these three types at a glance, with 95% accuracy. Locals and tourists are two separate pricing systems. To a local you quote 25 a caddy. To a tourist, 38. Locals know the market, quote high and they walk. Tourists have no reference point and think coastal city seafood is supposed to be pricier. In tourist-heavy markets, gross margin on tourist sales hits 70%. Margin on local regulars? Just 25%. Tourists are your real profit source. Then there's the scale. 95% of seafood stalls use electronic scales, but electronic doesn't mean honest. A basic spring scale can fake 8%, an electronic one, 12 to 20%. How? A magnet under the base, a finger pressing the platform during weighing, or a remote control chip. Regulators occasionally inspect, but they check the displayed number, not the technique. You installed one yourself, you'd starve otherwise. Everyone in the trade does it. The live fish swap is sneakier. A customer picks a big live grouper. You say, "Let me clean and bag it for you," and duck into the back. The back is a small curtain compartment where you swap the big one for a smaller dead fish, or just swap it for chilled stock. They only notice something's wrong after it's on the table at home. But the fish is already cooked. What can they do? Come complain? "Are you sure you're not misremembering?" clears the stall owner. In 10 years of complaints, owners win over 90%. Relationships with wholesalers. Every Lunar New Year, you send holiday gifts to your top three. A cash red envelope of 3,000 to 5,000 yuan plus a carton of good cigarettes. Why? First pull catch, rare varieties, a guaranteed supply when the market's tight. All that comes from the relationship. Stalls that don't gift pay the same price and get second pull catch. Over time, the gap is massive. Wet market management fees aren't publicly priced. On paper, your monthly stall fee is 800. Reality, market management, urban enforcement, fire inspection, every department needs quarterly gestures of respect. Over 10 years, you've calculated 30,000 to 50,000 a year in hidden costs. You can't skip it. Paying is the entry ticket for this trade. Your father told you, never regret this money. It's the insurance that keeps you at this stall. Coast Guard and fish inspection. May to September is the fishing ban, but seafood stalls can't go empty. The stock you get during this window mostly comes through special channels, boats that risk secret netting or frozen shipments from neighboring provinces. That stock never goes on open display. It stays in the back freezer, sold only to regulars. In 10 years, you've seen two raids. Got fined once, 20,000 yuan. But the extra profit during ban season was 10 times that. Where does the loss actually go? Your books show 5% wastage. Reality is 20 to 30%. Most of that loss gets recovered by you. Dead fish become fillets. Damaged fish become fish balls. Dying fish go on quick sale discount. And the truly ruined stock sells to nearby pet food shops at 1 yuan a caddy. Every month, the cash flow you claw back from wastage runs 8,000 to 12,000. Price tag wordplay. You don't write 38 per caddy. You write 38/500G. 500 grams is one caddy, but most shoppers don't catch it at a glance. They think it's 38 per gram. Customer picks the fish, it goes on the scale, and you say total 76 yuan. She freezes for 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, you've bagged it. By the time she processes, the fish is already killed. This wordplay is universal across every seafood market. Regulars versus newcomers, two price systems. A regular walks in, you know she's sharp, real price, honest scale, fresh stock. She comes back. A newcomer walks in. OneSkin tells you, tourist dress, camera, just asked for directions, and she won't return, so why hold back? 10 years of your operating philosophy. Regulars feed you for life, newcomers feed your weekend. Two-tier pricing is the open rule of this trade. Defense move 1. Spotting a rip-off by the owner's eyes. A normal owner's gaze drifts across the crowd. A rip-off owner locks eyes with you, speaks fast, piles on phrases like, just came in this morning, and only a few left, rushing your decision. That pressure is trained sales technique. 1 second of hesitation and you're in. Defense move 2. Skip the most prominent stalls. The eye-catching ones are tourist traps with inflated prices. The stalls where locals actually buy are tucked deep in the market, often around corners you can't see from the main aisle. Those owners don't earn from passing foot traffic. They earn from returning regulars. 80% of the time, these stalls price fairly. Defense move 3. The bargaining line. Just say, I'm local. Last time at Zhang's stall, it was 22 a caddy. Can you do 22? Zhang doesn't need to exist. The moment you cite a local price and drop a name, the owner assumes you know the market and snaps back to regular pricing. It won't work on every stall, but it works on more than half the tourist-heavy ones. What to do if you realize you've been had? Don't make a scene on the spot. You won't win. Stall owners have 10 years of conflict management moves. Instead, photograph the scale reading, the receipt, and the fish itself. Then complain to the Market Management Office or the 12315 Consumer Hotline. Market Management, wanting to keep things quiet, usually gets the stall to refund 50% or more. In 10 years, you've seen a handful of customers do this properly. Those 1,000 plus yuan refunds, you pay without argument, because it's on the books. This is the life simulation of a 10-year seafood stall owner. The 3 a.m. docks, the magnets under electronic scales, the backroom swap, the red envelopes to management, the two-tier pricing for locals and tourists. This trade doesn't earn from the price of a single fish. It earns by weaponizing information asymmetry. Share this video with anyone heading to the coast or shopping at wet markets. It can save them real money. Which life simulation do you want next? A. A 10-year night market barbecue owner's day, or B. The books behind a breakfast bun shop that wakes at 4 a.m. Tell me in the comments.